All right, there we go. All right, so welcome to our Sunday night call, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Tonight we're going to talk about one of the more confusing things about our business that still may not be any less confusing after tonight, hopefully a little bit less confusing. But either way, hopefully it will start making a little bit more sense. As your businesses start to grow, it will start making more sense too. And this is one of those things that it took me a long time to really grasp it, and there's still times that I have to stop and think, but hopefully by the time we're done talking about it, you guys will understand how to build your business, how to get to diamond if you're not quite sure how to do that yet, what happens after you get to diamond, the different ways you get paid through your cycle bonuses as well as through rank advancements when you hit those certain star diamond milestones. All right, so a couple announcements real quick. We are starting as of tomorrow, in case you aren't aware, an ongoing team open house. However, it's going to be about every other Monday. We're going to have a group of coaches come on and present kind of like a team surge to really go over things with our prospective coaches and explain how our business works and what coaching means to us. If you are not presenting tomorrow, that doesn't mean I don't want you going in and helping out, though. You can go in anytime tomorrow, maybe not even tomorrow, maybe wait. You can go in tomorrow and answer questions or talk to people, especially if you added them to the group. But maybe like throughout the week, go in and you can like talk about your story, you can type it out. You don't need to go live unless we ask you to, or you volunteer to. But you can go in and talk about it. You can go in and share little things that coaching has done to help your life, whether it's what your extra income is doing, Bye, Mom. Bye, guys. Love you. What the income does, whatever level of income, what it's affording you, maybe the freedom, maybe it's what the relationships you've built, whatever. It's something different, and just go in and talk about your story. I actually snuck into or got added to, after I requested to be added to, an open house like this. And one lady went in, and I think she was talking about, she just took a picture of an automotive place where she was getting her tire fixed in the middle of the day when there was nobody there, and so she just talked about that, like that time freedom where she didn't have to sit there and wait forever to get her tire fixed because she was able to go in at a part of the day that it was not really busy. So anything that coaching has done, the freedom, whatever. The other thing is we are doing a 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving. Now Crystal's over here bugging me. If you haven't bought your refresh, please order one and join us. If you haven't ordered it yet or you don't have one, you probably should do it today or tomorrow at the very latest. So hopefully you would get it by Monday. With the holiday coming up, that's going to throw a little bit of a time delay in there. But we're doing that. It's not just us coaches, but it's your customers also. So if you have people who are wanting to do this as well, and we will do it again after Christmas or New Year's as well. And we are not closing down any of our team groups by any means. However, we are going to transition to making a bigger group of, getting distracted here with the dog, bigger group with like Taryn's team and Kiana's team, and because we're all part of the same team anyway, so we are going to start working a little bit more through, I think Taryn's group is going to be the main one. I don't know if I think she's going to continue to call it Team Fitfluence, but it's going to be a combination of all of our teams. So I'm just making sure you guys are aware of that. We have trainings coming up. We have other things coming up, so keep tuned of that. So, all right. Now, let me change this here real quick, and hopefully the dog doesn't bug me too much. Raise a hand. Who totally understands the comp plan so well that you totally know everything about how to make money? All right. How many of you are like totally confused? Crystal, go. All right. So hopefully I can shed some light on that. Michael Neiman does have his really unique video where he's got the action figures and everything, and I was going to post a link to that to try to let you get, if you guys haven't seen it or haven't seen it for a while, to refresh your memory. It's a very unique way of presenting it, a little bit more interesting than circles on a board, but that's what I got. Jacob took all of his action heroes with him when he moved out, so I don't have any of those. All right, so I am going to, first of all, there's you, or me, or whoever. Can you guys see this all right, or does it need to be closer? And then I want you all to figure out a way, if you don't have a significant other, maybe a parent or a sibling or anybody who has an adult child, somebody, cousin, somebody, find somebody else that you can sign up on your perceived weak leg. I'm going to say perceived because just because it, all right, let me go back here. So you have an upline, and your upline, when they sponsor somebody after you and they push that person on that leg, it will go under you. We are part of Tony Perry's downline. All right, so Taryn, I refer to Taryn as my coach because she's my coach, even though every once in a while when I see Tony Perry, I jokingly call him my coach, but he's not really my coach. So Taryn signed up myself and Carla under Tony to make Tony Emerald to help her rank advance, I believe, to Ruby back in the day, a long time ago. So it shows Tony Perry as my personally sponsored coach. Now, when Taryn signs up somebody under Tony Perry's Business Center and puts it under me, they go down here somewhere. So I benefit off of their volume. You guys might have seen that, you know, especially those of you who are like in Denise's downline. You'll see people from, depending on where you're at, if you are on the outside leg, you're going to see it from me at some point in time, from Denise, from Nicole, all the way down. You're going to see, and you get benefit of that volume. Those are not your personally sponsored coaches, but you get benefit of that volume, even though you did nothing to bring that person in. All right, so that's one of the unique things about our comp plan. So technically, my power leg, my strong leg, my power leg would be this outside leg because that is the one where I get coaches from Tony Perry. However, my official strong leg is my left leg. And that is where pretty much everybody that's on the call right now is on. So I have all sorts of banked volume on this leg. So this one is my strong leg. However, throughout the years, it has kind of flip-flopped. It was this leg was the strong leg, the one that was producing the most volume. So that's what it means by the strong leg. It is the leg that is producing the most volume. Okay, does that make sense? Your power leg, though, is the one where you get fed coaches from above you. So this is technically the power leg in my personal organization. All right, so and throughout the time that I've been a coach, it has flip-flopped a little bit. This one was the strong leg, this one was weak. Then this one started gaining traction, and I started cycling cycled through all the volume that was saved on this leg. So that's one thing. Once you hit Emerald, and any volume that does not get paid out, it will roll over from week to week to week to week to week. So any of you guys who are Emerald above, you probably have at least a little bit in there. It might be a few hundred points. It might be a few thousand points. At some point in time, if things keep going and you have one leg that's a lot stronger than the other, it will be hundreds of thousands of points. Right now, you guys have me at, I don't even know, it's like 180,000 points on this strong leg. Okay, so that's the ballpark. I'm not even sure what the exact amount is today. But at one point in time, I had another strong coach on this leg before you guys came around, and she was producing volume, but the other leg was not. and then the other leg started producing volume, so it evened out. So I used all the bank volume on the left, and because the right leg was starting to cycle. So what you need to cycle is 200 points on one leg and 100 on the other, equals one cycle. When you are in emeralds, that means you have a coach on your left and on your right who are, they're not emerald yet, they're just active. That gets you to emerald. That is your first step into really building your business, and then you get a $14 cycle bonus. You guys probably already know all that. But what you might not know is you can earn up to $250 a week as an emerald coach if you are building volume the right way. That means you need 3,600 points on your strong leg and 1,800 points on your left leg, and you will get $250 a week. Now, let's say that you have 4,000 on the one leg and 1,800. You don't lose those other points. They just roll over to the next week, okay? Ruby is when you have your two personally sponsored coaches, one on each leg. They each become emerald, and then you have two other coaches. That will get you to Ruby. At Ruby, you get a $16 cycle bonus, and that you can earn up to $1,000 a week as a Ruby coach. You need 12,600 points on one leg and 6,300 on the other to reach that, max out your total $1,000 bonus. And then it keeps going up. When you're a diamond, it's 2,000. When you're a one-star diamond, it's 3,000. It keeps going up and up and up from there, okay? So I was like struggling with the math, so I didn't even figure out the rest of it there, but you guys could figure that out later. I was like, how am I supposed to figure this out? And then it dawned on me. All right, so to get to be Ruby, you need the two coaches who are active plus two emeralds on each leg. You need to, up through diamond, you need to build evenly. Okay, so you need 8 coaches total. I don't know if I did that right. And that to become a diamond, I think I left one off there. But that will get you to diamond. And then from there, you don't have to necessarily build evenly. You have to watch your coaches, though. You have to watch your sponsorship drill down to make sure people are not going inactive or whatnot. Because, you know, if you drop down from diamond or star diamond to ruby, you're going to lose $2 a cycle bonus. Okay? It's just for the week, but still, it sucks. It's happened to me in the past. But once you get there, you don't necessarily have to build evenly. So if you find out that your left leg is the strong leg, like it is on me, I can start building, putting all my coaches underneath my right leg until I have a few that, you know, strike, that really start working and get on fire and start maxing it out. So I'm getting more volume on this one because, like I said, I got like 180,000 points. Some people that I've heard in Beachbody have like over 1 million points banked on one leg, you know. So if you aren't maxing out and trying to build the other leg, then you're not reaching that point where you can really get up to these, you know, $1,000 and $2,000, $3,000 a week. So that's how you build for volume. Now, we've been talking, I've been back and forth on signing people up as discount coaches. I used to do that quite a bit, and then I got away from it a little bit because I was thinking, well, maybe that's not a good thing to push on people. I've always mentioned it, but I never really, you know, I didn't start out the conversation with that. I have gone back to at least letting them know, not necessarily signing them up as a discount coach from the get-go, but at least letting them know. It's like, you can do this now, especially if they're military, or we can wait and see how Shakeology works for you. We can sign you up as a discount then. It's like, and if you want to, I tell them, it's like, then you are set up for our referral program. So if you ever want to share Shakeology with somebody, tell them about it. you can make the commission over me. So if you have a discount coach who does that, you know, and you can at least tell them, it's like, hey, invite some of your friends or something to our challenge group and run it through them, then that's going to help build your volume. Okay. So you're still making money off of that customer, that discount coach, if they, even if they're just more of a hobby coach, or get to the point where they're more of a hobby coach and just referring people every once in a while. So back to signing up your significant other, or like I said, adult kid or a parent or somebody like that. You can start building their business center a little bit as well. You can run any extra orders that you place. Like if you got to get your Shakeology every month under yours, but you can order your Energize or your 3-day refreshes or things like that underneath your other business center. And I actually, underneath Todd, so this would be Todd for mine. And I actually have Jacob signed up, son number 1. So so Todd still is at Emerald, but he's close to being Ruby and really close to being Diamond too. But right now he's Emerald. But if I'm going to order extra Shakeology, or I'm going to order Energize or something like that, I actually order it through Jacob's, because then Todd gets paid on it and then I get paid on it also. Does that make sense? So that way, you know, I don't buy the extra stuff. I don't buy anything extra except for my required Shakeology through my business center. I order everything else through Jacob's business center, or when I need to, Todd's, it's just to keep him active. He's got some customers that order stuff under him too, so that helps. So, and then when you get to the point where you are a 2-star diamond, you get the option of opening up another business center. So I'm going to recommend that if you have your significant other or your, you know, spouse or your parents or whoever signed up, you can put that business center on the inside leg of your spouse, of that other business center. So you get the option to start out with, to basically start a second business center. I know this is probably, is this boring the crap out of you guys? So you get that option to begin with, but then you don't get it again until you're a 2-star diamond, and then that will be in your name. Okay. So like Denise put, so say this is like, Denise is like right around here somewhere. And then she's got Dave underneath her on this leg. And then she put her second business center on Dave's inside leg. So now that helps build Dave's volume, and it helps build her volume as well. Am I making, is it about clear as mud, or is it sinking in a little bit? Okay. So now that's building for volume. Crystal's down here on the floor, and I thought she was making a weird noise. Now to build for rank, so you have to build evenly until you get to diamond, and then you can start front loading whichever the weaker leg is. But that being said, you get, when you're a 2-star diamond, 5-star diamond, 10-star diamond, and then 15-star diamond, you get a quarterly bonus. You guys know about this? Okay, so I pulled up what it was for September. Let me show you. I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you. That's the wrong one. Here it is. All right, so for the third quarter, 2-star diamonds got $836.54. 5-star diamonds got $2,522.84 plus the 2-star bonus. 10-star diamonds got $17,753.31 plus the 2-star and the 5-star bonus. And 15-star diamonds got $47,933.92 plus the other 3 bonuses. So as you can see, there's a little profit to be made to becoming a higher star diamond as well. Because like if you're a 15-star diamond, it was like 67,000 ballpark for that 1 quarter. And then times that by 4, because they're roughly, they're going to change a little bit each time, but they're going to be that ballpark. So a 15-star diamond, just from the bonuses alone, the star diamond bonuses would make about $268,000 a year. Did you do the math there? So, you know, there is a little benefit there to build for rank also. So some people, if you go on YouTube and you're going to sit there and you're going to watch videos, and some people are going to say build for volume, build for volume, build for volume. Blake Warrington's one of those. Blake is one that he is totally just go for the volume. Where other people are going to say build for rank, build for rank. And then you're going to find a few that just say it's like, no, kind of try to build for both, right? So if you don't have to have things even. Now, to rank advance from 2-star to get to the 5-star, you do have to have your diamonds even. Okay, well, not even. You have to have 3 on one leg. Yeah, so to go 2-star diamond, you have to have 1 diamond on each leg. All right, so that is, I'm still at 1-star diamond even though I've got 3 diamonds, but they're all on this leg. So I'm like, well, all right, so that's why I'm working really hard to get Todd's Business Center to diamond. So that will put me at, well, technically be 3-star because one of them is a lifetime diamond, but she's not diamond at the moment. But so, and then same thing when you go 5-star, you have to have 3 on one leg, 2 on the other. You can't have 4 and 1 and go 5-star diamond. You have to have that even. And again, it matters at 10 and at 15. So you will get your star diamond bonuses when you are even there, and you have to wait that 6 weeks and make sure people don't drop their rank. Also, I think a lot of you guys might be aware of this, but if you're not, when you are a ruby, you get 5% on whatever your personally sponsored coaches who are emerald or above make. All right, most people don't stay at ruby very long. When you're a diamond or above, you get 10%. So if you have a diamond, if you're a diamond coach, star diamond coach, and you have a diamond coach, and that diamond coach makes $250 in there for their cycle bonuses for the week, you get 10% of that, which is, so you get $25 on what that coach does. If they make $1,000, you get $100 on what that coach makes. So it's still, you know, it's still beneficial to get your people to diamond, or at least get them to emerald and help them start building for volume, because that's going to help your paycheck as well. So those are the, besides the retail aspect, those are the 3 ways that we get paid. Okay, so we get paid on the cycle bonuses. So working on maximizing those cycle bonuses can be very beneficial to you. Don't, you know, so make sure that you, if you are totally confused when you are signing up new coaches, talk to me or talk to Denise or talk to Nicole or talk to, you know, somebody, talk to Taryn, you know, talk to whoever is your upline diamond or star diamond, and just say, I don't know where to put this coach. You know, I want to make sure I'm balancing it out so I can get to diamond, but I also want to maximize my volume as well. So, and a lot of it really is just a gambling thing, you know. So you have people, you can have people come in, it's like, yeah, I'm all in. I'm going to be, you know, rock star coach. I'm going to totally do this. And the first little life obstacle comes in and they disappear. Yep. And the reverse is true too, where you're going to have somebody who's going to be like a discount coach forever. And then all of a sudden they're going to be like, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to really start building this. And then they're going to take off. So when you are trying to place them, it is a little bit of a gamble. It's a little bit of a guessing game, but you just need to, you know, make your best decision and hope it's for the best. You know, either way, it's going to be all right. But, you know, if you have somebody who is, you know, they're like, well, I'm a discount coach and you have a stronger leg here, but you still need one more coach to go diamond, but they're like, no, I just want to be a discount coach, then put them over here. You know, put them on your strong leg, because if they're just getting 90 PV for you, you know, for the time being, they might as well at least be the one there to help get you to diamond. But if you have somebody says, yeah, you know, I'm going to come in and I already have my 2 people to get me emerald, then put them on the weaker leg. And right now, you know, you might not know, especially the newer you are, you're not going to know. It's like, oh, which one leg is my weaker leg? Which one's my stronger leg? And that's my answer to that is start building. And you got to go with the stronger leg. Just assume it's the one that your upline is going to be putting people under you. And, you know, for some people, it doesn't even work out that way. They don't really get anything from their upline. But most of us get at least the opportunity to get somebody from our upline. So I want you to just assume for the time being that that's your strong leg. And then as time goes on, then you're going to see the volume start building one way or the other. Okay? So it's a guessing game to begin with, but to start with, you need to build it evenly. And I would go, so if this is the leg that you're getting the coaches from above, do like get to emerald and then do build, put your next 2 on this leg and then your next 2 on that leg. And then if you're putting, you know, getting a significant other to emerald, you need to get a couple people into them as well. Try to think if there's anything else I want to talk to you. Do you guys have any questions? You can unmute yourselves and talk to me. Mike, I need to take a drink anyway. Are you dancing there, Balkis?
I'm accommodating myself and stretching. I'm good. I was just, I knew the whole format, but it's good, like you said, to refresh it, just to keep it in mind, how, so you could know strategically how to move. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and a lot of newer coaches, they might see, they're like, and I remember I was that way. I got like a couple coaches from Taryn or, you know, Tony, and I'm like, who are these people? It's like, you know, I mean, I heard it, but until I'm a visual learner, so I have to actually see it play out and see it build. And it started clicking. And then I keep going back to the PMP, which is just not really my jam too often. Just sit there and read the PMP for, you know, the hell of it. But I do go back there every so often. I'm like, all right, you know, I'll refresh my memory. And it's like, all right. So even like today, I'm like, oh, I can't remember. Do we have to build evenly beyond diamond? Or it's like I knew the diamonds had to be, to rank advance has to be even, but I couldn't remember about the personally sponsored coaches. You know, you do have to have a certain amount of personally sponsored coaches also to go 1-star, 2-star, all that on the way up. So you can have, let's see, you can have, let me pull it up so I can say it the right way. You could have, you know, your 2 diamonds, but if you only have 8 active coaches, personally sponsored active coaches, you're not going to rank advanced to 1-star diamond. You need to have 10. To rank advanced to 2-star, you have to have the 2 diamonds, 1 on each leg, and have at least 12 personally sponsored. And it keeps going up from there. So that's another thing you need to do, is keep an eyeballs on those, making sure once you get closer to those star diamond ranks that you also have the correct number of personally sponsored coaches. But that will help you rank advanced. So going from diamond to 1-star, you're not really going to make any more money. Okay, so you only get the option of making up to $3,000 a week instead of $2,000 as a 1-star diamond. But if your volume isn't maximizing, then, you know, that doesn't really make any difference. When you get to 2-star, then you can start qualifying for that quarterly bonus. But you don't make any more on the cycle bonus after you hit diamond. You just get the income off of what your personally sponsored coaches are making. So you get that 10% on your emerald and above coaches. So it's a good idea to really, you know, help your people get to emerald, ruby, diamond, help them start learning how to build for volume as well, because then you get that 10% bonus. So like I said, you get the cycle bonuses, you get the diamond bonuses. That's not what we call it. Now I'm like losing my train of thought. This is too analytical for my little brain. And you get the star diamond bonuses. You get the matching bonus. Is that what we call it? Now I'm like forgetting. So the 10%. So those are the main ways that you get paid once you hit diamond and above. So the biggest thing is keep an eye on your rank, keep an eye on your volume. Watch your coaches. If you see somebody getting ready to go inactive, you know, reach out to them and just say, especially if they're an emerald or above, if they're just a discount coach, you might want to at least reach out and just say, hey, you know, did you change your credit card, or did something happen, or what's going on? I just wanted to check and see because I saw you were going inactive and just want to make sure everything was all right. There's no problem. That's good customer service. You're not being a pain in the butt by reaching out to them and just checking on them. So that way, oh, and remember, guys, here's another thing. For your downline, but as well as yourself, we've mentioned it before, but if you have a customer who returns something, or you see one of your coaches has a customer that returns something, check back and see when that customer originally bought that, because what Beachbody does is they will take something back for infinity, okay? It doesn't matter. They have the money back guarantee, but they will take it back at any time, and they will ding us for it. They say that as of right now, they don't have the capabilities to check and see when the customer ordered originally. That's, I don't know. I'm not going to say whatever, but so it's up to us to watch that. If it is past 60 days since that customer ordered, you or your coach can get that money back. Get your volume back, get everything. It's going to benefit all of us. If it is day 59 or sooner, well, we're out of luck. But if they return like a challenge pack, or they return a bag of Shakeology or something like that, just keep an eye and ask. If you can't go back and look for your coach, if you see it's one of your coaches had a return, ask them to look. And if it's been beyond 60 days or longer, we do it's the clawback. So you just get on the chat and just say, hey, this order was returned and it was originally placed on such and such date, which is past the 60-day limit. So just make sure that's another thing, so you don't get, lose your commission, or your coach doesn't lose their commission, and we don't lose the volume. Okay, so keep an eyeballs on those. Okay, keep a close eye on that, because it does happen. There's not a ton of returns, but they do happen. And I think I've told you guys this before, but I've had to fire now 2 customers since I've been a coach, because one was a guy, I don't think I even had his phone number. I sent him emails and he wouldn't reply back to me, and I'm like, I didn't know what to do. And he would get like Shakeology every month, and then all of a sudden return like 3 or 4 of them at a time. And that was just like one of those moments. So after about the 3rd time that happened, I'm a slow learner, I checked with Beachbody. I'm like, is there anything I can do? Because this guy keeps returning the stuff and he won't reply to me, and I can't say, hey, quit your home direct. If you're just going to return it, don't buy it anymore. Cancel your home direct. Finally, they're like, well, we can. That's when I learned about the clawback. So they got me back some of my money, but you only have like a window of like 2 weeks to do this. And so they got me back some for that time, and they're like, well, would you like for us to remove him as a customer? I'm like, can I do that? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so, and I had a second one here in the last few months that I did that with, because she ordered a Ultimate Reset Challenge pack, and then she got like the home direct of the supplements and with the Shakeology. So that was like a nice little retail commission. And then I think she got them next month, and then she returned, I think, all of it, the challenge pack and the 2 months of the home direct. So I got some of it back. Some of it I didn't get back, but that was like a $250 hit or something obnoxious like that. So that's something else for you to watch for, is returns for yourself and for your coaches. And that's something that isn't well known. I know we've talked about it before, but I just want to make sure everybody is aware of that. So anyway, I want you to just understand, you're going to start seeing, you guys might end up with having more even legs. And if that's the case, then it will it'll take 200 here, 100 here, and then it'll take 200 here and 100 here until they use it all up and cycle you through for the week. And then anything that's left, they will carry over. I was at one point in time, strong leg, weak leg. Then they got about even for quite a while. And then you guys came along and started helping my life. So got strong leg again. And now my right leg is the weak leg. I'm looking to make sure. Okay. Yeah. So this leg, all my coaches that are on this leg they need to get it together. None of them are on here right now, but if they watch it later, just understand you need to get together. So yeah, I don't know. Any other questions right now? I feel like I'm just jabbering at this point, but it's something that as you go through it, like I said, it'll sink in a little bit more each time, and you just need to talk it out with one of us who's been around a little bit longer. And there's still times that I have to talk it out, and it's like, what should I do? You have 5 days to change a coach. If you sign up a coach, you've got 5 days now. It used to be 3. You have 5 days to move them now. So, and you can also move them from like you're personally sponsored to your spouse is personally sponsored, or kid or whatever. Yeah. And I would say, make sure when you're signing somebody up, this is something else I didn't do for the longest time, is ask them, it's like, or ask your customers, like, are you now, or have you ever been in the military, or has your spouse? Because right then and there, you can just say, hey, we're just going to get you signed up as a coach because you're going to get a discount forever and ever, as long as you want, without any extra fees on top of that. And that is a good way to get some extra coaches. Crystal's just coming down with her bone. And I didn't know that. I didn't do that, make that a habit. And then I have a coach who, long story short, I moved him. Anyway, he's like, I never knew, he just in passing mentioned he had been in the service, and he didn't know that he could get the discount. So I made sure we straightened that out and got him the discount. Got the $15 waived. So, well, I don't want to, do you want to unmute here and say anything, or? I don't know how to unmute on here. I'm going to unmute all of you guys. I don't know how to unmute it. Why is it not working? Talk to me.
I think it's just a matter of constant repetition of it being relayed, and every time I hear it, I feel like I understand a little bit more. So it's just a constant having to look it over and understand. And like you, I'm a visual, hands-on person. So if I see it and I see how it's going, I'll grasp it better that way.
Yeah, I mean that's really how I had to learn, is looking at my own downline, looking at the people that came from above, from Taryn, and then how they, and see, there's something else. It's like we do talk about putting your coaches on the outside legs, but there are some, and I have put some underneath Todd on his inside leg. I have put a few there, and then I stopped doing that because then I'm like, well, I should probably just put them on the outside leg. But now, I was watching some other coaches today, some of the 15-star coaches, and one of them was talking about, she's like, no, put them where, if your spouse's weak leg, you could put your own personally sponsored coaches underneath your spouse's weak leg. And that's what I had been doing in the past when this leg was getting strong, but this leg was weak. I would start putting some coaches of my own. They still count to going on that leg, but I started putting some underneath him so he would cycle bonus more. I told you guys this one too. Don't let yourself go inactive if you have banked volume. If you let yourself go inactive, your banked volume disappears. I screwed up big time, and Todd went inactive and lost like 150,000 volume points. So don't do that. The thing is, now they at least give you like a week cushion. But back when this happened, they didn't give you a week cushion. It's like if you went inactive on Thursday, psh, it was gone. So now they give you at least that week to correct it, because sometimes people's Shakeology, you know, will overlap just a little bit where, you know, I don't know. There's different things that happen, but they at least give you 5 weeks now instead of 4. But so at one point in time, he had like 150,000 points banked on the right leg. And so I started building that left leg. So he was getting bigger paychecks. And I screwed it up and it went away. So didn't keep an eye on it. So that's something else. So you can place coaches if it's going to benefit your paycheck somehow. You can place them elsewhere in your downline. They don't have to just be on the outside. But for the most part, I would put them on the outside unless you're building a spouse or significant other's business center, or until the point that you have a second business center to open. So I'm not going to go any further than that on business centers, because you can open like 25 of them eventually or something. So that just like I can't even comprehend. But right now I'm just trying to get my husband's to diamond so I can rank advance myself finally. So anyway, any other questions, comments, or you're just mind blown? And all right, guys. So next week, Dee and Dave are going to talk about, I don't know what, but stuff that they learned this weekend. So I don't know specifically what it is, but I know it'll be awesome. And again, watch for, if you're not in the open house group, get in the open house group. I can post a link if you're not on there. If you're not in Team Fit Fluence, you gotta let us know that too, so we can put you in Team Fit Fluence. I think most people are in it by now, but there might be some people who are not. And the 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving. So, all right. If you have any other questions or anything, you know, always reach out. You can reach out to me or Denise or whoever, and we're going to do our best to help you and come up with the best ideas on how to maximize your volume and also build for rank as well. So, all right, guys, I guess that's all I've got. So thank you.
Thanks, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Rebecca.
You're welcome. Talk to you guys later.
Have a good week, everyone.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.